Look to that steam. Ladies and gentlemen, we're back. They said we would never be back. Nick, you would never guess who tried to stop us from being back this week.
Who, Brett?
A 90-year-old lady.
Oh, what'd she do?
I fucking stupidly, I was at the V8 Supercars on the weekend, or the Supercars.
Yes.
I walked out onto the track because I got a pit pass. Mm-hmm. And I was like, this is the best moment of my life. And this 90-year-old lady chased me down screaming at me because you're not allowed, surprise, surprise, you're not allowed thongs on the track.
Oh, man.
I did all this work to get on there.
Weren't you in Darwin?
Yeah, that's what I thought.
I thought you'd be yelled at if you didn't have thongs.
Mate, it's they're tradie shoes in some countries, thongs. Fuck.
Yeah.
Oh my
hell.
God.
That's
I got
so
all the
funny.
way to finally being on the track. This fucking bike zooming past me. I've never been happier in my fucking life. And this little old lady, get off the track, get off the track. You're like, oh, fucking. You know what? Motorsport used to be cool.
Right, you went to the Supercars on the weekend, Brett.
Yeah. Oh, I don't know what gave it away.
You look like a fucking kid. Like,
well,
you're so excited that have you even taken that off since Saturday?
Well, this is what's annoying me is because if you haven't keep it on the socials, so the Supercars were up in Darwin. I didn't know I was in Darwin the same time the Supercars were because I had a busy schedule lately and I haven't been looking at the race schedule. And obviously I had my Supercars hat, but I didn't have my Supercar shirt on. So I was devastated. So, obviously I bought some stuff trackside. But so in summary, I messaged the great man, David Reynolds.
Man, it looks like you had the best time up there.
And he got back to me on Instagram and said, man, there's 2 fucking passes for you.
Yeah.
And they were those fucking ones that are like, I don't know if it was actual silver, but they were weighty. Yeah. And they're like, you can just go anywhere with that. And I fucking did. Yeah, and I was just walking around with cans of beer. I was in people's tents. No one said anything.
Yeah, really.
I don't know if that's because it was Darwin or because of the pass.
Yeah.
I feel like it's also because it was Darwin.
Yeah, right. And you just had these big silver passes.
Big silver pass. I got to see the end of race 1 or the practice session on Friday. I got the last 15 minutes of that because we just landed. I got there and then cracked some beers. Crossed the track, went into the middle circuit area, like this is sick. Bumped into a comedian friend we know, Amy Hetherington, who does the supercar stuff for them, which was crazy. And then she's like, I'll give you a lift home. And I was like, nah, I've got a funny feeling that if I bump into David, I'll be getting a fucking pit, like a fucking proper tour.
Yeah.
And I was just hanging out the front of Penrite Racing, just praying I could see him. And then fucking he comes out on his phone. I'm like, hey, mate. Yeah. And then he's like, Brady! And then he's like, do you want a tour? I was like, fuck, yes. And then he gave us like the tour of the car, the helmet, just everything I love.
Man.
You know what I'm like when I'm in that? Yes. I get very excited.
Yes.
I was over the moon. I've never been happier. And but he's actually the funniest bloke as well because I was like, man, is the engine size changed this year? All these questions. And he goes, I don't fucking know. And I was like, what? And he goes, man, the smarter you are, the slower you race. Like that was his joke. He goes, the less you know, the faster you go. It was like what he was. It was so funny. And then like the head mechanic's like, the engine, like all the nerd shit that I don't know much about, but still love to hear. And he just gave us a full tour of the place, and we had a chat about comedy for an hour and stuff.
Fuck.
It was fucking sick.
Man, that sounds insane. So. Was it a lot like the car we saw at Bathurst?
Pretty much exactly. Well, the car has changed from that year to this year, but not noticeable.
Whoa.
Like minor details or whatever.
That was so cool.
Also, the car, David's one's a lot fucking quicker than that.
Oh, yeah.
Obviously. Yeah. But, it's the pretty much the same setup, but I'm still like a kid in the candy shop. He was asking me questions and I just went blank. I was like, I'm so sorry. I can't believe I'm meeting you. I don't often get starstruck. I got starstruck twice in one weekend.
Yeah.
First with David Walsh, which is incredible.
Yes.
Now, if you didn't watch the Fink 2 weekends ago, David Walsh, 4th time in a row, won the Fink Desert race. Incredible. His pace was great. He nearly did the double. He was in the trophy truck. He was with racing with number 2 or number 6, Smooth, doesn't matter. And they came 6th on the first leg up, but on the leg back down, I talked to him 40 minutes out, the fucking truck shat itself.
Yes.
So,
Yep.
which apparently is quite common. Someone was saying with trophy trucks.
Unreliable.
Very
Yeah.
unreliable. I don't know much about that. And to be honest, I'm more excited about the bikes.
Yeah.
So,
I would
yeah.
love to have a ride in a trophy truck though.
I would, man.
Not for the full Fink, just for like.
Nah, I
Just
want
for
the
like-
full Fink.
Oh man. No, from what that what's that lady?
Danielle? Yeah.
she, from what she described, it's fucking awful. You're just getting smashed for
Man.
fucking 4 hours.
If you just look at the footage of them, like a camera that doesn't move, it's just like that.
Yeah,
it's like, it wouldn't be good.
no.
But I got to chat to Walshy, who lives in the area I was gigging. He obviously lives in Alice Springs, but he said it was great. He loved the trophy truck on the starter. It loosened up his muscles, he reckons.
Well, man, coming off the bike, like you know how good it is sitting in a car after a bike. Like it fucking rules.
Toby Price has said the same thing. He goes, mate, the trophy truck is so much easier after the bike.
Yeah.
You know, and Toby hasn't been on the bike in a couple of years, and I don't know if we'll see him back on the bike. Hopefully soon, but so was in Alice Springs, reached out to David Walsh, and you know, I don't know if he's a fan of the podcast, but I feel like he potentially is because he agreed to come and have an interview with us.
Yes.
I went to his house. Once again, so fucking starstruck. Got to see his bike. I met his mechanics. It was awesome. But as we all know, I am not the most professional interviewer in the world.
Yes.
Some would say.
Yeah.
And I as soon as I got there, I was like, man, I'm not a professional interviewer. I don't know fuck all. I just love, I love dirt bikes and I think you're cool. And I asked him heaps of questions about like prepping and how did he go with the bike. I asked him so many questions I thought was so super smart.
Yeah.
But I forgot to ask him about during the race.
Oh, yes.
I asked the stops, the thing, but he had a fucking great battle, and like, it's hard. I needed you there, Nick. I needed you there. Like, you know, I don't know how reporters do it. You got 20 questions on a piece of paper, but I was like, I just asked with what I felt, you know? I was like, what about this? What about that?
That's
you
good.
know?
That's better.
Yeah.
You know, that's good.
But the one most important thing would be asking about what happened during the fucking race. Anyway.
Yeah, fuck.
I had a ball. That interview is going to be up shortly. I got to see the bike he first won the Fink on. That was
my
fucking
God.
sick.
So he kept it.
Yeah, he kept it. It's in the shed. Man, it's so... All right, guess which other... All right, here we go. This is a fun game. It's not his bike, but guess what bike was in his shed from the 1920s and was yellow?
Oh, an old Yamaha, was it?
Yeah, like an RM. An RM in the shed.
Oh, an RM. A Suzuki RM.
Suzuki RM. Sorry, not Yamaha.
Yeah.
It was Suzuki RM in the shed. It was like a 92 or something.
Fuck,
And
that
I was
rules.
like, have you fucking kicked it on this? He's like, no. But I saw the bike he won the Fink on.
Yeah.
And we got the interview in front of it, and I was like, man, it's still clean. Like, it's so immaculately clean. Obviously, he's got a mechanics and stuff. And they're like, man, that bike has got 6 hours ride time on it.
Wow.
Because it's pretty much brand new, that bike. Like, he'll do a little bit of testing on it, and then straight on the fucking track. And then the back tire was like skin bolt.
Yeah.
And it was cut up to shit. And I was like, man, fuck, is that how much like pinning it at 140, 150 in the desert does to the tire? And he's like, no.
Yeah.
I got back and just did the biggest burnout in the street. And I was like, what a king.
Yes.
What a fucking king.
That fucking rules.
And then we're having this chat, and you'll see it all on the thing. It was so good, though, because just out of nowhere, this kid just comes out of fucking, which kind of felt like the forest or the desert, but it was probably from a couple of houses down. And he's chatting, and he goes, oh, this is my cousin Liam. And I was like, Liam Walsh? And he's like, yeah. And I was like, the guy who got fifth.
Yeah.
And I said fourth. And he goes, no, I got fifth. And I said, oh, don't worry, mate, it still counts. He did not find that funny. And I was like, dude, even though you're in it, I was like, I was excited to meet. But he just didn't look, you know what I mean? Like, they're so laid back boys. They're just like, and the best thing about Walshy is like, you know, does the win, king of the desert. 2 days later, back at work on the tools.
Oh, man, that's crazy.
I fucking love it.
In a way, it's kind of the way it's meant to be, you know? Like, that puts the...
I mean, I think that's probably... I reckon that adds to him being a great racer because he's used to being out in that climate. He works hard, and then he does his bike time after that.
Yeah.
So the dude... Man, I shook his hand.
Yeah.
he could fucking crush rocks. You know what I mean? He's a strong fucking dude.
Man.
And he's like, even last time we interviewed him was on the thing. He's fucking fit. You know what I mean? Like, you'd have to be to do that. He wasn't like, I was like, man, can we have a beer? But I think he was like, you know, I mean, I reckon he'd still be a loose cannon. He came and saw the comedy show, but anyway, I'm so sorry for rabbiting on, but I just had the best. I had the best weekend of my life.
Oh man, it sounds like you were just having a ball. Like it was from looking at the photos and everything. And you're, as we were saying before, you're in the fucking sun, wearing thongs.
I was in the sun. I had pina coladas. Mum and dad were randomly in Alice Springs.
What? So you didn't even plan that, really?
No. So I rang. Mum and dad have got this new ARV or AR. I don't know. It's fucking. If you're a full drive caravan nerd, you know what I'm talking about. They're in this club and they go full drive caravanning. Yeah. And I rang them. I said, where are you? And they said, we're here. And I said, oh, that's close to Alice. And they, it's about 80 k's out of Alice. And I said, oh, I'm in Alice tomorrow.
Yeah.
And then they go, oh, we'll come see you.
Yeah.
So they left their campsite and drove.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah. Mum made us a sandwich.
Oh, yeah.
Dad came to a show, didn't smile, you know.
Yes. Oh, man, the day you cracked Chaz.
Oh, man, he's a tough nut. You know what I mean? He's a fucking tough nut to crack.
Yes, amazing, man. Well, that's fucking good. I'm looking forward to seeing the YouTube content, man. It's fucking... Man,
shout out to Walshy and David for fucking letting us do that. It was...
Oh, man.
It was so cool. It's so cool.
Oh, I can't believe it.
I wanted to ask him if I could ride his bike, but I didn't have the balls to do it. And knowing what I'm like, I'd probably crash it straight away or something. Or
I wonder how they go. I wonder if the power's still really smooth or if it's like an absolute arm ripper, like you're sitting on the tank the whole time. Because they are 4 strokes. You know,
man, they're 4 strokes, but I mean, like his setup looks beast. You know what I mean? Like he's got the full steg. Watch when he rides. Look how far back he sits on the seat. Yeah. Like he is right back there. That front wheel is barely fucking touching. But yeah, I don't know. I looked at some of the chopper footage of some of these sections, and when he was passing Norton, who was coming second or whatever, or there was a bit of a battle going, and he's obviously an incredible rider as well. And just seeing Walsh, seeing someone pass someone in those conditions is like, that's
insanity.
Fuck.
Yeah.
Yeah. And doing it by like plus 2 minutes, which is a lot, which is a fucking lot, you know?
Man, crazy. Incredible. Man, I a couple of boys, couple of fans of the pod. I've known them for a long time.
Yes.
Wagga boys, you know.
Wagga or Wagga?
Wagga.
Love it.
Wagga. Jordan and Jared fucking said, hey, mate, we're riding our mountain bikes. They're the guys that we filmed us jumping over the fire and the BMXs years ago.
Yes.
And they were like, oh, man, we want to go on a mountain bike ride. You want to come, you know? Yeah. I was like, hell yeah. I would love to do that. I haven't been for a fucking ride in ages.
Are they good?
Went out to Listerfield. Yeah, great. Yeah, Jared, he used to be really good until he broke his back.
Yeah, that'll set you back.
So you could imagine the kind of stuff he was hitting at one stage.
Yeah,
you know, to break your back, you got to be pretty good. And yeah, Jordan was pretty sick as well. Yeah, they come from bloody street BMX.
Ah, so they're psychos. Yeah,
they were pretty good. Yeah, man. Yeah, I only kept up with them due to fitness. That was it. That was the only thing I had on them was fitness.
Yeah,
but they were good, man. And Listerfield, great track to get your confidence back.
Man, Listerfield's great because it's you got so many tracks to hit and it winds all the way down to the bottom, and you've only got one punishing up. You know, there's a little bit of an up every now and then, but not much. But just to get back's the punishing up, you know?
Yeah, man. Yeah, the Blair Witch one was great. And then there was that swipe one down the bottom, which is really tight, like super tight.
Super tight.
And it was fucking
great.
And
that's sand as well. That's like you got to be leaning back on that shit when you don't expect. It's so soft. Was it wet out there or?
No, it was not. It wasn't wet, which was weird, but it was so funny because you get your confidence up. You know, you got the skills park.
Yeah.
You fucking hit a few big jumps. There's a couple of jumps I probably would have strayed away from, but I saw the boys hit them and I'm like, I got to hit these, right? But there was one on the tight track and I just didn't have enough speed. And I hit this one that was just going up. And man, the biggest nosedive in history. Like, I do not know how I didn't fall off. Like, but man, just such a great track. Like anyone who's got a hardtail or whatever, perfect.
Man.
Hardtail, perfect bike for that.
And there's so many good jumps there. You got options to get out, but I kept trying to hit all the big ones on there and just try and get that fucking confidence up, you know.
Yeah.
But the skills park's pretty good. I saw you hit the thing I hit as well.
Yeah, that was fun, man. The skills park was great.
Now I've got to bring it up, Nick. You know, I've got to bring it up.
What?
I heard the brake squeak before you hitting that jump.
What's wrong with that?
Had the just before you got to the top though.
Yeah, what's wrong
So you're
with
coming
that?
up to the jump, about to jump, then you hit the brake before the jump.
I don't know if I did that.
Oh, I heard it.
Well, yeah, I don't know if you, because I was listening because you said the brake squeak thing.
Yeah, I can.
I
Man,
don't
Nick,
know.
do you want me to do it?
Also, if you so what if you are?
Because then you're losing speed.
Well, I still
You coming in
cleared
with
it.
good speed. I'm not. I'm just. Hey.
Well, what,
Hey, I'm not.
Well, you got to give me skills tips here.
I can because I'm not
if you
bad
see
at that
the
one.
brake squeak
It's breaking.
on,
It's
on
like
the smallest double ever. It seemed big
I
when
know,
I hit it.
but okay, all right. I'm just saying I found it funny,
Man.
And if I did that, you would fucking not stop. Here we go.
I don't know.
All right, riding. Yep. Wait for it. Ooh.
I don't know if that was a brake squeak. I don't know if you'd hit the.
Hang on. Hit us again.
I think that was the forks. Yeah, that's the forks. You moron.
Oh no, I think that's a brake squeak.
I think it's the forks.
We'll go to the official
And
adjudicators
who
on this.
cares if it is?
Mate, me.
Why?
I care.
No, I don't
Because
care.
any point of weakness, we
Mate,
bully
you
each other on it.
Mate, you just stick to your little Ibiza soundtrack videos, and I'll stick
Ibiza?
to.
Have I got a Beast soundtrack? Oh, I use the same soundtrack.
Your
Yeah.
little ministry
Well, I didn't know how to fucking figure it out. The internet is
I'd rather
confusing.
brake squeak than fucking Groove Armada.
Hey, I've got to pay that. I didn't know how to. GoPro only gives you 4 tracks, and then you're like, just don't put sound on there and use Instagram. And I was like, fuck, I did not think of that.
Yeah, but man, great track. I can't wait to go out there further.
Man, we got to. That's my new one. I went out there with Fee, and I've gone out there solo twice.
Yeah,
I
right.
love it because it's a fucking. It's a long. Like it can take you like an hour to get down.
Yeah.
And there's some great things in there, and it's a good cardio / workout one. And there's some
Yeah.
good jumps. And the skills park, even though we're fucking around, but the skills park is really good for building like. That one you went on took me ages to get enough balls to jump off that first section. Even though it doesn't look like much, you're like, whoa.
Man, that is a big drop.
It is, yeah.
It took me by surprise every time, but lucky I had those guys there.
Yeah.
I just followed them. They were way better than me.
Man, it sounds
And they
weak.
were like, I wouldn't even hit that small double, and they're like, man, it is so mellow.
Yeah.
You won't even feel it. And I was like, oh, okay.
You had pros. I had fucking 2 12-year-olds coaching me through it when I was up there. That's when I didn't mention that last time, but I was like, man, you don't ever judge people on age when it comes to shit like that because they were better than me. And they're like, all right, hit it this way, go here. And like, nah, man, just go hard. Don't worry about that drop. This first one run over, then kick up. And he's like, this kid was like, you're not pushing your forks down before you're not compressing before you get up enough.
Yeah.
And I was like, this kid is the king. And I was like, thanks, man.
Oh, man.
And then his dad came and picked him up.
Man, did you see that big drain down the side?
Yeah.
I said to the guys, let's ride on this drain. Like, let's wall ride this drain.
Yeah.
And then I was going down it, and it's got these big bars that go across.
Yeah.
Saw one of them at the last minute, nearly got coat hanging.
But before near the skills park, there's this massive set of stairs. I was like, we got to have a competition. It's like road to redemption. Who can get down there the quickest? It's like it will fuck you up on there on a fucking hardtail.
Crazy. Yeah, no, it was great. And then, yeah, mate. Well, I've been a good boy, Brett. I've been a real good boy. Have not been drinking lately.
Well, I know you haven't been drinking because we did a Patreon episode at a bar. If you haven't jumped on the Patreon, there is now 20 of you, and we're so fucking over the moon.
I just uploaded the episode.
Oh, great.
Yeah,
Thank you so
lunchtime.
much. But we're drinking at this beautiful bar, and Nick's drinking soda. Well, you're still doing shots, so I still respected you.
Yeah.
But I was like, there's a nice dark beer, and I was like, man, he's going to love this beer. And then you're doing soda water, and I was like, full respect.
Yeah, I've been a good boy until that respect, Brett. Get that? I went and did a gig on Saturday.
Yeah.
And I took 2 weed gummies before doing the gig, like just before it. So I thought,
Wait. Hang on. The same weed gummies you've given me.
Yeah.
Dude, I have half and I'm fucking ruined.
I know. My partner was at her hens party, and I thought, you know what? This is going to be great. No one's in the house. I'm going to take these 2 weed gummies. I'm going to do the gig before they kick in. Then I'm going to be as high as hell on the train on the way back, like on the tram.
Dude, those gummies come in so quick. Which gig were you doing?
I was doing Kings of Comedy, and man, same problem that I've had the Kings of Comedy before it. First 5 minutes, they fucking hated me.
Yeah.
And then I could feel it kicking in. I could feel it. I was like, fuck,
Dude.
it is kicking in. This is brutal.
You have them just before you go on stage, and then it's like, it's not a problem.
Yeah, well, that's it. Yeah. I had it just when I got in the Uber to go to the show.
Oh, that's still scary.
Man,
If they move you in that lineup, you're
The MC
fucked.
was taking ages, and I'm like, hurry up, brother. Hurry up.
I'm on a time schedule. Where have you got to go? Nowhere. Fuck.
Yeah.
Sorry, my
I've
cat's
got to do this. And then just before I'm about to get on, I get a call from Dave from Bolter. He's been off the piss. And he goes, man, I've fallen off the wagon. Where are you? And I said, I'm on King Street. And he goes, I'm on fucking King Street. I've been in Geelong all day drinking. I just caught the train back. So I got
Dave from Bolter is the king, by the way.
Dave
We
from
fucking
Bolter,
love
the king.
Dave.
Yes. We're going to get him on a few Patreons. He's keen.
Oh, man.
Yes.
We've got to do them all with Dave.
Yes.
I love Dave so much.
And so he goes, man, look, I've fallen off the wagon. I was like, look, man, I just had a scotch and soda. What do you say we go to this Singaporean bar? And you know what I gave him, Brett?
What?
Soju.
Oh.
We had a bottle of soju each. And
No,
then he goes,
with the weed gummies.
He's like, man, he goes, this is the first night I've had out in ages, you know. Usually I've got to look after the kids or something like that. And I'm like, well, brother, I gave him the fucking guided tour. We went to Spleen. We went to Catfish. All the big places.
You had a great time, though?
Oh, man, we had a great time.
I'm
But
so jealous.
fully riding electric scooters in the rain. We couldn't get an Uber, so we're like, we'll just ride lime scooters in the rain. And the gummy had fully kicked in by then.
That's what I was going to say. Were you on a different playing field to where he was playing?
I was getting him to catch up.
Oh, really?
Yeah. And he was tired of beer. So we went to Spleen. We had cocktails, everything. It was all off.
Man, you know what? Because I landed at like 8:30 on Saturday night, and I saw you in a photo of Dave, and I was like, man, I would love to join that because I know my missus ain't going to be home. I thought she'd be home at 10. I was like, and thank God I didn't join you because I had a lot of fucking weed that day as well, and I'm like, I was like, I got to be by myself. I had that much, you know what I mean? But once you're out on it, you're fine, you know?
Yeah, I was fine. I was very worried. I was like, man, I might have to go home at any point. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
But then,
Fine.
you just go into a trance a lot easier.
Yeah.
You find yourself just scrolling on your phone. You don't know why.
Yeah.
You're like, fuck.
You got to be careful. You know, when you clean, like sometimes when I'm high during the day and you can get really fixated on one fucking thing or you stop to look at your phone and then an hour later you're still there. But did your missus have it like, it was your partner's hens party.
Yes.
And on the weekend, your partner, obviously your partner went, my partner went, Goldstein's partner went. What time did yours come home?
I think around 2 or something. I don't know. I was fully passed out. I had a full blinder.
I tried to stay up because I was watching something, so I ended up staying up to 2. And I told my missus, like, don't worry, I've got you a pizza when you come home. It's all good.
Yeah.
She came home. She already eaten a full kebab and a full bucket of... You know my missus just eats... She's the littlest lady, but she eats so much shit when she's maggot. And then she started to hoe into the pizza. I was like, don't. You're going to vomit. You're going to fucking vomit.
Yeah.
And it was so funny. She came into the lounge room with a pint of water and then goes to put it on the table and misses it by about half a meter. And I was like, wasn't too bad. So did you know your missus didn't spew?
They took this stuff, right? It's called bay juice, right?
Yeah.
And apparently it staves off a hangover.
Oh.
It's some peach juice or something, right? I'm going to try it. And the next day, her and her best friend, I was like, look, I'll drive you around. I'll take you for breakfast, whatever. I know you won't be feeling well. And so I've been taking them around and they were like, we're fine. We're back. We swear by this juice. It's so good. And then later on in the afternoon, my partner's like, this is the worst hangover I've ever had. It just delays it till the afternoon.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm always cautious. And also, I don't want something that will stop a hangover because nothing will make me rein it in then.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like there needs to be repercussions for your actions.
Oh, exactly. No, that's what I said to them. I said, well, wouldn't it be doing something else?
Yeah.
Like, isn't it making, I don't know, your brain smaller or something?
Yeah.
I don't know. That you never get out of anything scot-free.
No. Every action has a reaction or some shit, whatever they say, whatever Albert Einstein used to say.
And I wasn't planning to get drunk.
Yeah.
Forgot I had a fucking workout class the next day. And I didn't have like a strength one or whatever that was chill. I had a flexibility one that was like a fucking cardio one. And man, I was destroyed.
I'm loving this.
I had this guy fucking yelling at me, and I thought I was going to, like, usually I do the hardest ones. This time I'm just taking it easy.
Now, you're doing a lot of secret workouting, Nick, because I believe when I started doing the hot yoga and the hot stuff, you're giving me shit about it. Have you come around to it?
No, I wasn't giving you shit about the hot yoga.
I think you were.
No.
You know, I edit this and I will find the footage.
Yeah,
Actually, I'm too lazy to do that. Yeah. But can you just admit you were so we can move on?
No, you were just telling me about it. I don't think you even told it on the pod.
Ah, mate, I remember looking at your eyes going, is this cunt judging me? Yeah. I do fucking hot yoga and strength and hot cardio.
Hot yoga. But the way you disguised it was you were like, man, so many hotties there.
Man, I still think it's the best. If you're just doing the yoga, have some weed or whatever and go to it. And it's like hard because you're sweating and you're stretching and you feel great. But then if you want to get fucked up, you do one of their weight sessions in a 50-degree room and you lose 5 kilos.
Yeah, really.
And it's like, and you, as a dude, you want to I'll pick up the 10 kilos and just do that. It's like, nah, man. Do not do that. And you just got to go, yeah, half these chicks in this classroom. Oh, the cat's just hitting fucking. Sorry, the cat just turned on music then. I'm so sorry. You're like, oh, you just got to accept that everyone in that room is stronger than you. Even though they're smaller than you, they're just fucking little machines.
Yeah.
And like, you're like, oh, I'll fucking outlift them. No, you won't.
Yeah.
No, you fucking won't.
Fuck,
so they've just been doing it forever. So there's all these ripped chicks with 6-packs and shit. You're like, yep, okay, great.
Does anyone judge their gym by like how many fit people there are in there? Because like we've just joined this new one, and I'm like, okay, everyone here is fit. This place must be good.
Yeah, but that's what they expect.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like that's why all their social media. I did F45 today for the first time. I fucking hated it. I fucking hated it because the guy was like, "Sup, bro? You ready to fucking get it?" When I walked in, I'm like, "Man, it's 9:30. I haven't had a coffee. Fuck off." And then it's like, man, I'm here 10 minutes early. Just show me the fucking things. Yeah. And he's like, yeah, we're going to get it today. And he kept talking about it. And like, just fuck up. And then I did the form. And then he's like, let's go. And I'm like, man, I don't even know. Like, explain the screens and shit before. And you're just trying to catch up and trying to figure it fucking out. And then I eventually got it. And then he kind of it was okay. But the people... And I think a few other...
You're doing classic Brett Blake form where you do like arm bell curls like this?
No. And Nick, he actually said I had very good
For anyone
technique.
who doesn't know, who hasn't done... Brett is
such over a bench.
He's such an enthusiastic man. He puts his whole body into every exercise.
In fact, no, I do. That's the only one I do fucked. I will not listen to you give me critiques. One of us has a record for deadlifting and the other one is Nick Kappa. So fuck off, cunt.
A record for deadlifting?
Yes, the most consecutive deadlifts in a competition.
Oh, really? Where was this?
Man with a van.
At an old folks' home?
At a man with a van.
Oh, a man with a van?
Yes, we all did as a group. And yes, the record did not exist beforehand and it did not afterwards because no one was there and the recording didn't work and it didn't really matter in a category that did not exist.
Okay.
But I still tell people that at a pub, so fuck off.
Okay.
And I did my back in afterwards.
Yeah.
Mate, when you can do 169 deadlifts of a 100 kilo bar, then you can come talk to me.
169 deadlifts?
Yes, of a 100 kilo bar.
100 kilo bar. I haven't done deadlifts in ages. I could try.
You let me know how you go.
Yeah.
You do it. You let me know.
Is it? But is this a Brett? Because this could be.
No, I've got footage of it.
This could be 450 deadlifts, or it could be 30.
Yeah, I know.
On an 80 kilo.
I know what you think. You know, I love to give the story a bit of juice, baby. Yeah. But this is the one I have to stay true to because there's footage of it.
Ah, nice. Nice. How long ago was that?
Oh, many moons ago. I've had a few beers between now and then. Probably about 4 years ago. But also there was breaks. So you do 10, stop, rotate around.
Oh, is there?
Yes, you just keep going. It's a group of 5, and then you do 10, and then you just move on. It was a group thing to try and to raise money for a charity thing.
Ah, fuck.
But it really fucked my back afterwards. I had to go to the hospital.
Well, man, yeah, deadlift's the most dangerous one.
Is it?
Yeah, that's what really fucks your back. Yeah. If you get your form wrong. And
well, I doubt I had my form wrong. In fact, after I did it, they actually rewrote the manual. Yeah. They sent me a copy. I signed it, sent it back to them. No big deal.
Yeah, but that's about all, I think.
So if you heard me screaming throughout this podcast, it was my cat jumping in my fucking face.
Yeah.
If you're on the video pod, it all makes sense.
It might have been something. Oh, Brett, there is something I have to tell you about. There's two more things.
Wow. All right,
Number
go.
one.
Number one, hit me.
Adam Woods, great friend.
Oh, man, I fucking love Adam.
Tagged me in a Terminator 2 fan group post, right?
Yeah, right.
And it's of this dude's garage in Sydney where he has all Terminator 2 memorabilia.
Yeah, right.
He's got the cop car. He's got the Harley.
No!
He's got the mannequins. He's got fucking everything.
Man, you've got to contact this guy.
So, yeah.
Whoa. I've jumped ahead.
Hold it there.
This is unprofessional in video podcasting.
I messaged him and I said, hey, mate, would love to look around your shed if you're okay with that. And he's like, yeah, mate, would love to, but I can't get there till next year. And I was like, okay. And he goes, yeah, I'm traveling through the Simpson Desert on a KLR 650 motorbike with 2 of my mates that are on Tenere 7s.
Is this us in the future?
I was like, what? He's like, yeah. He goes, my wife and 2 kids left our Sydney life, and we are currently living and traveling full-time in a motorhome. I carry a KLR 650 on the back, and I'm doing this Simpson Desert trip. And, yeah, he's got a YouTube channel called Camp Winnie.
Camp Winnie, go check it out. This guy sounds awesome.
Yeah, man. And he's like, I love motorbikes, and we're going to have an interview with him as soon as he's finished his travels in the Simpson Desert.
Man, that is a good find.
Yeah. So thanks, Adam, for that. And then hopefully we get to go see his shed.
Because when last week when you were talking about the skateboard with the Terminator holographics thing, and you're like, you can't buy it because it's, the wedding or whatever. And I was like, yeah, fair enough. And I was like, well, that might be a funny gift to get your girlfriend or something as a joke.
Yeah.
And then I was looking online, and I was like, I actually need this as well. Dude, we got to get it for the backdrop of this and do it as a tax write-off.
You would not believe it. When I was hungover in bed yesterday, nearly bought it 3 times.
Really?
I looked at it, and then I found another Terminator 2 skate deck.
Oh, you got to send me the correct link because I was wondering what it was. So this one goes, Terminator, then to Arnie.
Yeah.
But is there another one that does a holograph?
No, that's the hologram one.
Okay.
And then there's another one that's just really cool with the Terminator on it.
Yeah, right.
That's it.
We got to get both.
Fuck.
Okay.
All right. Anyway,
we can already tell what we're spending the first amount of Patreon money on.
Yeah. Let's get it to 180 so we can buy this Terminator 2 skateboard deck. That would be great. Yeah, man. Now, the only other thing I want to talk to you about
is my behaviour. Okay, fair enough.
No, Brett. Well, this is worse than your behaviour. You told me you're a manly guy, and you bought the manly Guernsey, and your uncle's dog was named after Jeff Tuvey.
Mm-hmm.
And then seems like you've jumped ship to the Dolphins.
Look, I don't want to officially announce it, and I don't want to cause any rift between us, but I am fins up all the way, baby. I want to start with a team, the ground up. I want to build up. I want to be part of the community. You know what I mean?
Yep. No, that's fair enough, Brett.
Yep.
And I forgot to mention this on last week's
They're all
episode.
pedophiles?
No.
Fuck.
No, the Finns played your old team last week.
And of course, guess that I did not watch.
And your team, man, they came out hard. They scored six points.
Yeah.
And the Seagulls scored 56 points.
Yeah, that's cute, but where are you on the table?
Doesn't matter where we're on the table.
Are you higher or lower than us?
I don't know. I haven't looked.
I'm going to look right now. I'm looking right now.
Yeah.
You keep bantering.
But 56-6.
Man, yeah. NRL table.
But, like, what's a better team?
NRL table. Here we go.
NRL table.
All right. Here we go.
Oh, no.
Okay. Here we go.
Uh-oh.
Sea Eagles 12.
Yeah.
Dolphins 14.
Oh.
Just kidding. 10. Fuck ya. We're better than you. We're better than you. Fins up. Yes. 10.
Well,
Suck a dick.
we're on 12, aren't we?
No, you're 12 on the ladder. We're 10th. We're higher.
Oh, fuck.
You can tell we're two super fans. We never miss a beat. We're watching every game.
That's great. But we're giving you a huge episode there. Thanks, guys, for everyone who supported us on the Patreon.
It honestly means so much to us.
Yes. And we're going to review more bars, more things, more stuff this week. I'm heading to Sydney. Where are you heading?
I'm in New South Wales as well, like Coffs Harbour. Tamworth, Penrith.
We'll be getting around there. We'll be getting around, reviewing bars, shit like that. And we'll have it up on the Patreon. Thank you guys so much. Till next time.
Keep it flat. Shtick.